message was suppressed. They had real testing done. And when that testing was done, it was suppressed and everyone was told the air was safe. People would have made different choices. We really need to know who lied then and who kept this lie, alive.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk a doubter, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
You watch the MC Too Tall Show. I am your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. Now we're going to get into something serious, okay? People died, not just on 9/11 itself, but because of 9/11 and the toxins in the air in that area, hundreds, thousands have gotten sick and died since 9/11. Since that fateful day of September 11, 2001, at least 400 firefighters have died. At least 400 members of FDNY died. And now it's coming out that there are 68 boxes, like big freaking boxes like this, 68 boxes containing documents and other files holding information that they had done some real testing, as the FDNY union leader explained. They'd done real testing and withheld the information. They suppressed the information. This is the Illuminati at work, okay? Disaster like this, that not only kills a bunch of people initially, blowing them up, burning them to death, what have you, but releases toxins in the air. It's a population control stunt by the Illuminati. And don't you dare be offended by what I'm saying on some notion that you've lost somebody in 9/11. I think we've all lost people we know in 9/11, or know people that are permanently damaged because of 9/11 or the aftermath of 9/11. Shout out to my friend George Tabb, the founding member of the band Furious George. There's somebody who was greatly affected and still has to deal with the effects today of toxins being in the air in 9/11. Chrissy Tubb Whitman dropped the ball. She was the Secretary of Energy, I believe, under George W. Bush, former governor of New Jersey. And she dropped the ball. She allowed people back into the area where they were living, close to ground zero. And they breathed in a bunch of toxins they didn't have to breathe in. And a lot of people are affected by that, including my friend George Tabb. And 400 firefighters died. 400 FDNY firefighters died. That probably at least half of those people would definitely still be alive if this information was privy to the fire department. Upper echelon people held it back. Probably a multi-party, bipartisan effort to withhold information, and they were so worried about the image of resilience. We know, we as New Yorkers know we're resilient. We as New Yorkers know we're the toughest sons of bitches in the country. We know this. And it wouldn't ruin our image if the results of that research and study was put out there so that the firefighters could have taken the necessary precautions. Okay, among the toxins was airborne asbestos. Asbestos can kill you. It gives you lung cancer, it gives you mesothelioma. I can't even pronounce it. Mesothelioma. There you go. And people, as I said, they die from this. 400 FDNY firefighters died from information that they didn't have. They died from toxins to which the information was withheld. And all I could say is I miss when this city was led by Republicans, because the Democrats ruined people. And you have some Republicans that needed to be pushed out the door, like George W. Bush and his entire administration. People they had proposed to fill his shoes, like John McCain and Mitt Romney. Long stay reptilian creatures like Mitch McConnell were finally stepping down. It's our opportunity. That's why I believe in MAGA so much, because it's our opportunity to finally clean house and improve the Republican Party. The Democrats are lost, but we finally have a chance to improve the Republican Party. And if some Republicans want to branch off into libertarian, I don't agree with pot everywhere for everyone. I think if you smoke pot, you're 2 steps away from smoking crack and meth, in my opinion. But that's not a put down to my friends who smoke pot, but it's just what I believe pot does to people. You can't be the smart guy making shit happen at a faster pace than sober people if you're high on pot. And I'm not convinced of it. So many people said I do this, and all this other stuff. Taking a couple of tokes is one thing, but to be freaking totally baked out of your fucking mind. I've worked with people on pot, and I wanted to kill them because they worked stupidly. But anyway, how did we get to this part? How did we segue into that? Anyway, let's get back to the freaking situation at hand here. There was a rally yesterday by these firefighters, these brave men who saved lives, because a lot of them are still losing their lives as a result of what happened on that fateful day of September 11th, 2001. So when you get a chance, light a candle again for the firefighters. Actually, for all the first responders, but at least on this day, mainly for the firefighters. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. And, yeah. Democrats are evil. They're just evil.